Hey everyone, this is Vanessa with GlamStyleClass DIVA coming to you with my very first vlog. I am generally the person who likes to be on the other side of the camera, so being in front of the camera is a big stretch of my comfort zone, but it's okay. It's very good. Change is good. Anyway, I wanted to get on here and share with you my reason for partnering with Paparazzi to begin my entrepreneurial journey, and just let you know how I went about making that decision. Because if you're watching this video, you're probably someone who is in research mode, meaning you are researching the various direct sales companies that are out there and trying to determine which one is the right fit for you. You could also be someone who is watching this because you are on the fence of whether or not you want to make that investment and partner with Paparazzi in order to begin your entrepreneurial journey. My hope that is by the end of this video, you will have at least a starting point of how to go about making that decision. With that said, I created a list. I didn't so much go into it with writing down a list when I was doing my own research into direct sales companies. I basically had this list in my head of what I wanted. I mean, we all have lists. You know, they talk about the list when you're dating, or a list for that perfect job, or so on and so on, right? Well, I had a list of what I wanted when it came to investing in a company to begin my entrepreneurial journey. And it took me quite a while. It took me 2 years. Now, I did do other companies beforehand, and with some I saw success, some I did not. And I took those experiences in order to help me make this list, because I knew that when I made the decision to partner with a company to begin my entrepreneurial journey, it was not going to be something that was a hobby. It was not going to be something that, oh, I'm doing it, and oh, now, no, I'm not doing that anymore. You know, like, oh, it's my latest thing that I'm doing. So that is why I created the list. I knew that this was going to be a serious decision for me, and I knew what my overall intent and goal was behind becoming an entrepreneur, and I did not want to make the decision lightly. So I had 4 main criteria for going about choosing a company. The first one was alignment. The second one was supplemental income. The third one was time, and the fourth one was support. In short, what that means is alignment. Did the company, in terms of its price point, its product, its mission statement, did it align with my core values? And Paparazzi does align with my core values. I am someone who is always talking about a budget, how to do something and have something very nice on a budget, right? That happens when you are a single mom. You learn how to be resourceful. You can go about when looking for a company by starting there with your core values. What do you believe in? And the thing to always remember about alignment is, if you partner with that company, are you going to have to move away from what you believe, or will it help you move towards what you believe? And if it's where you get that feeling that it's going to take you away from what you believe, then that may not be the right business for you. It may not be in alignment. So that's why that was important. Supplemental income. Paparazzi, your commission is 45%. and it is definitely something that you can earn an income with. And I'm an observer. I like to watch and observe, and I observed people who were in the business and watched for the testimonials and what they did in order to get that continual business. And when I saw that, and I saw that, yes, this is something that you can realistically earn a living from, that just helped me check off the second criteria on my list. Third time. I have worked in retail, and I have worked in other jobs part-time in addition to my full-time job. And one of the things that I found, while I love those things, they did not allow me to make enough income to support my home basic expenses, or even to think about paying on my daughter's college tuition, right? So while they were fun and I enjoyed them, they just did not allow me to have a really good sustainable income. And the time limit conflicted, because there were times where I would get scheduled and I'm rushing from one job to the other despite telling them, hey, this is when I'm available. And I didn't want to be in that stress mode where I'm like already get stressed from the day or from one, and then I'm stressing trying to get to the next one, and then I'm there late, tired, getting up to go to the next one and doing the same thing over and over again, to where my day is just basically consumed with working. And I knew that that was not something that I wanted. I wanted a business that allowed me to set my time, and Paparazzi does allow me to do that. And the great thing about Paparazzi is that with technology and with Facebook having lives now, you can do a Facebook live party as many times as you want from home. You can do a Facebook party with your hostess if she's like, I want to have a party, and I want to get the hostess rewards, but I really do not feel like having people over. You can have a Facebook party. And if you have someone who is like, I'm really not into the whole online thing, and I want to see it up close and personal, you can have a home show. So you have different options there, and you can schedule those in your calendar for the month for however much you want to work. And so that was a great thing about it, and I was able to check off the third criteria on my list. Finally came to support. You see, while I have the ideas, I have the clerical administrative background to help me on that end of my business, I am an introvert. So when it comes to sales, I'm a bit, shy about going to tell people, like, hey, this is what I do, and, I just want to be able to show you the jewelry. What do you think? How do you do that? And the thing about Paparazzi is that, one, I have a great upline. Michelle, hi, if you're watching. And she's there to answer any questions that I have. And she's also very encouraging and gives various suggestions on different things to try or look into that I hadn't even thought about before. And then there's also a group that if you join Paparazzi, you get added to as a new consultant that is filled with all of these other consultants who are either new like you, but maybe rocking it because, they are the extrovert and can go out there and just, meet anybody. And then you may have seasoned consultants out there who have done things over time and know what works, and they share those tips with you. That is support. It's not where you're like, here's a manual, read the manual, and may you prosper, right? It's not like that with Paparazzi. You get ongoing, constant support from calls. There's training videos in the back office. Then the thing about it is that everybody is doing something just like this. They share a video. So there are trainings on YouTube, or there are things about different tips. So that was something that allowed me to check off the 4th criteria on my list and decide to partner with Paparazzi. I have to tell you that this entrepreneurial journey, it's not one to take lightly. You definitely have to be strategic about it. You definitely have to be somebody that is willing to persevere through it. But the thing about it is, if you have been able to check off the criteria on your list, you've already started there. You know that you're going to be doing something that fits you, that aligns with your intent of starting your business, of wanting to become an entrepreneur. It's going to allow you to make income because you know that it's a product that is that is reasonably priced, that is going to sell. You know that it's going to be something that is going to give you that freedom of time, that allows you to be on your own clock, as they say, instead of somebody else's clock. And then finally, support. You know that that business that you have looked at and looked at and looked at and looked at is going to provide you the support that you need, because particularly if you are coming from a different place in the work field, work industry, or you have never done any direct sales at all, you're going to need that guide, you're going to need that help. So it's always good to make sure the company is going to give you ongoing. So those were the criteria on my list. I hope that they helped you, and if they did, like this video. And also check out my Facebook page, which is GlamStyleClass DIVA, $5 accessories by Paparazzi, as well as my website. I will have that information down below for you to click on it and explore, because believe me, you are gonna want to explore. I will sign off now saying thank you. Hope this helps you make your decision in regards to your entrepreneurial journey. Bye.